He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes. This guy is no different.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
That's caught. It's Sategna. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on fourth down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that. You know, there are a lot of coaches early in games that are willing to take big risks. So bells and whistles have got to be going off if you're on defense right now.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll leave it with him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so. And A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got in the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the give off the left side. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 7, Notre Dame 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To throw, it's Leonard. Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Notre Dame right back to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets rid of it. This time it's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. Give to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the key.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
On the run, still looking. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB and they're trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Back to throw, it's Leonard. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Unloads it left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Got a man. It's Anthony. At the 45, on its way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to move it through the air. He's going to run it. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the first half. With the score, Arkansas 7, Notre Dame 0.
The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half.
What you doing? What you doing?
Coming out with it, it's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Quick completion on the out. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
As a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver. Still doing a great job of getting small, getting that foot in bounds, making the play, and catching the ball.
Takes the handoff. It's Lott. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find their rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. After that last completion, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Arkansas 7, Notre Dame 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Love. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll set up to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And the Razorbacks once again fail to get a 3rd down stop. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's looking to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Ford. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best playoff.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope. A good fight to the end.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass.
Set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ford. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your...
Going up top. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
How about this? guess these guys are going for two. To the air, it's Leonard. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Razorbacks enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Gonna run it. It's Jackson.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail in the coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team out there getting set. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ford. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here come the Irish back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He wants a big play here late. It's caught. Off he goes. Inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
They'll go to the air. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking for the end zone. can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And now on second down for this offense. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. To the end zone, and it's picked off. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only...
Good. Yes. You're done.
Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. I know he thinks he can house every return.
Please don't kiss me in. Please don't kiss me in. Yeah. My cheek. On the lips. On the lips. Mm-hmm.
14.
You just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Green. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! What a grab and go for the score. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the ball squirted out. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. See that maize in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 14, Michigan 0.
Oof. Let me shoot.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10.
There we go. Is it much better?
Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got a man. It's Edwards. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Wolverines are in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Orji. It's complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, that's why we're getting high, because my phone is getting high because we so high.
Coming out with it, it's Anthony. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hey, that's a live ball. And the ball goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Anthony. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Now on 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Green. Going to take a shot. And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The throw.
No,
that one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the grab at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. They move the tight end all over. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Edwards. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They'll try to snap it quickly. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Caught on the outside, it's Morgan. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes. And when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. The quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He leaves it with his back. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Using the quick game. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Feeling some heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arkansas 14, Michigan 10.
Well,
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. He marched 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Green. Lost one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On the run, it's Edwards. Running with power. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to pass, it's Orji. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock. Right now, this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
To the air on first down. Looking to the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish, and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Pulled down at the 18 and the...
Hey, can you mute your mic? This is getting loud. I was just asking because this shit loud. I don't know how to do that. No, I said I don't know how to do that. This game chat, so I don't know how to do it in the game chat on here. How you do this shit? Tell me. All right. You the one telling me you can. Shit, I'm thinking you know something. You don't gotta get on YouTube, bro. Shit, you the one said I could do it. Mm-hmm.
Bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Fuck that mean. I don't speak that language. I don't know what the fuck you're saying to me right now, but
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the air. It's Leonard. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying play action. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he... Six right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
This defense is giving up yards, but a chance to make a stop on this opening drive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
29 Philly.
Quarterback keeper. Brought down short of the goal line. Two-point try is no good, and it's still a 6-point game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. What a lift that can give your team. Take a kickoff back 88 to the house. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Fielded in the end zone. It's Love. Ripping through the defense. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and is ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Used the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. He'll try to do it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still on his feet at the 45.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the running game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air, it's Leonard. They're bringing heat. Slips a tackle. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And they get the sack just like that.
A loss of 9 on the play. Now, a 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 7, Notre Dame.
Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Uncorks one to the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. At midfield, he's got room. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
Hey, nigga, at least play my song, the song.
Drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Getting set for the point after.
Nah, I'm not saying choose a song. I'm saying one of my songs that I made.
Makes it 14-6.
I said some shit I made.
That 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning
Nigga,
strike,
me.
a 70-yard touchdown pass.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck that means, bro.
Fielded in the end zone, it's locked. He gets a block. He's got it out.
Yep.
There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the second quarter. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
He's there to make the stop. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Looking for a man. It's Green. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He'll pull it down. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. The give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. offensive coordinator, get the bullpen one.
Holds it in on the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective. And they
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Wide open, he makes the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, and this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun. And he makes the grab for the deuce.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And the pass hits, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Never a doubt. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Anthony. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Ready to try the point after.
You started.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house.
I'm playing CWS.
He'll bring it out. It's Love. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Yeah.
He's got great speed. He's on the loose.
That's a breathing exercise.
I gotta get my noodles. Real nigga, appreciate you.
Sure, kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the
After them
ground, but
noodles
how
was
about
in
the
the microwave.
offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he breaks into the open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Irish! And that one will put him up here in the second half. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think a quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. You got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it. But when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw at screen. Using his feet to buy time. He turns it loose to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
At the 20, he's got space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Moving away from pressure. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down coming up.
Thank you, bro.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the
They did?
39, Arkansas 28.
Probably good.
First down to start the drive after the break.
A peanut butter and jelly coat there? You don't think that shit good?
Wants to throw. It's Green. Lofts one high and deep. He caught it. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's locked. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive line, defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Trying to find his man on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it's caught inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit it high in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Yeah.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Going up top on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to go deep. And